So, this is a medical journal before something happens to me. I've come to the conclusion that I'm screwed. It is 8:30 at night. It's beginning of August, and I'm having seizure activity from a cold breeze coming in a window. Now, I say cold breeze because it puts me in the hospital and it's cold for me. The temperature right now, I would guess, is about 55. Nobody else is going in an ambulance because of 55-degree breezes. Now, here's the thing. I just turned on this heater. I just turned on this heater. Shut up, Luther. Fucking music. Sorry. Going over a history lesson of Luther. Martin Luther. He posted why the Catholic Church was fucked up and why the Catholic Church has stopped selling forgiveness to murderers and letting them commit non-stop murders as long as they had money. Hey, you got $100? You're forgiven for murder. You want to murder your wife? Okay, just murder your wife and come back and give me $100. That was one of the 10 points. There was a bunch of them, like I think there was making it mandatory tax on baptism, that if you did not pay to have your baby baptized, and then you would be fined and imprisoned or something. There was that point. You shouldn't be selling murders and selling sins like it's a grocery store. Hey, $5 for a theft and $100 for murdering your wife, and you want to murder 2 more people? Well, $300. Yeah, he had a couple problems about that. I'm registered, or I'm a practicing Catholic, but that doesn't mean I got everything right. I don't pretend like I'm an all-knowing God that knows everything. What I know is what I believe is right, and that's it. And I could be wrong. I absolutely could be. But guess what? I also have the right to change my beliefs. I do. As long as I stick to them and I hold my beliefs strong. If there's something wrong that pops up that changes my mind because I become a more complex and evolved individual and my personality is evolving for the better, and I got to make a better choice about switching to another religion, I have every right to do so. And I'm sure whatever God I believe in will be very happy I made the decision, as long as it's to be a better person and help other people and make the world a better place and do God's will. I am absolutely sure that it's okay for me to be a Roman Catholic. It's okay for a guy in China to be a Buddhist, and it's okay for a guy in India to be whatever. You get the point. If they're doing good and doing God's work, if there is no Christianity there, I know a lot of Catholics think that Indians and Africans and Chinese people and Hindus and everybody around the earth who's not a Catholic is going to hell because they haven't been baptized. I understand that. But I think there is a place in God's heart for good people that do God's work. Because you can have a practicing Catholic who asks for forgiveness, destroy 1,000 people's lives, murder children, and then you can have somebody who's a monk doing God's work for 40 years straight. And you're telling me that God prefers all the crime and destruction? There's one key point. You have your beliefs. You want to be a good person or a bad person. There's always that. Now, I'm a Catholic, so my beliefs aren't that. I believe in heaven and hell, baptism. There's so much more that goes along with it. It's not time for a history lesson or CCD. It's not time for me to meet with my priest and memorize. No. Right now, it's time to talk about how I have a heater on because I almost just had a seizure. And I'm doing better now. The heat's doing the trick. I mean, it is coming out at 80, 81? 81. That's pretty good. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it feels better. But yeah, that's a problem. If August weather is causing me to shake and make weird noises in my own bed when I'm by myself and at 8:30 indoors, I'm gonna be dead soon. Because it's not like I get a choice if I can go back to work. I need documentation of my disability. I have asked for it, and I have done everything in my power, and I have run myself ragged spending so much time working towards these things. But just because I spend 100 hours trying to go to places doesn't mean they're going to do their jobs or they're not going to be full of shit. At a certain point, it's up to other people to do the right thing.